So welcome to this final part of my Great Northern misadventure. I've been to several locations over the past 20 odd hours, some of them more successful than others. I travelled hundreds of miles in the car. I'd stayed overnight in a very dodgy hotel. I'd had some successes, I'd had some failures. More failures than successes, if I'm totally honest. But at the end of the day, it had been a lot of fun. But unfortunately, it was coming to an end. And there was just one last place that I needed to go. And then I was done.
Anyway, off to Scaleber Force now, I think. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll be quiet. It might be busy, but I'm very much hoping that it isn't. Whew. I need a drink. Right, catch you in a bit. So it's about 20 past 12. I've arrived at Scaleber Force and there's a few cars here, so it looks like there's going to be a few people, but we just have to make do and try and work around them, I guess, and hopefully they'll all go. Live in hope. They'll all go and leave me alone, but can't see that happening, can you?
Good morning.
Morning. Last time I was here I focused mainly on the lower part of the falls, and I really wanted to access the upper part today and try and get something there, but it looks quite tricky to get up, so I think this is about the best view right now of this part of the fall that I'm going to get. So I'm stood on this old massive fallen tree here and I'm looking up, and it's a beautiful place here. It's a little bit busy today, I'm going to say. It's a little bit busy. I saw a couple of lads up there, God knows how they managed to scramble up that, but anyway, the shot, let's talk about the shot. So the first shot here that I've got is I want to get in the upper part of the falls, and basically you've got the falls that are snaking down right from the very top. They come down and then into a drop pool and then over several ledges until they hit the bottom. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the almost like a snaking line of the falls coming down through the image. So as it stands at the moment, I'll probably crop in, make it a bit more of a square crop, and you've got basically the series of falls all coming down. Now, I'm not hugely keen on the fact that the sun's out. It's creating very bright spots in the image, but you know, we just have to make do with what we've got really. So I'm going to take this one, and then I might try and just zoom in and focus on that really large wall of water. So the first shot I took, it's almost doing too much. It's almost too busy. It's nice that you've got the cascades coming down, but it's almost like there's too much for the eye to look at. So for this image, I've focused right in and gone up really tight in on the very top fall. Now there's a really nice tree that anchors the image on the right hand side, and there's a really bright bit of water to the right of that. So in all honesty, I'll probably clone that out or work out a way to darken that right down that takes your eye off it. So basically all I've got is this very top ledge. There's quite quite a deep sheer drop, and then a couple of these little falls underneath, and actually the light is actually enhancing it a little bit, rather than taking away, I think, in that particular shot. Oh, and I'm shooting at 1/3 of a second, which is plenty enough for the movement in the water. So I've crossed over the little pool here, and I'm on the other bank side because I've noticed this fallen tree in front of me. Now, it looks like it's, well, freshly fallen, that's for sure, because the leaves are really new on it. Probably been pulled down, who knows. Anyway, what I thought is I might try and use it as a bit of foreground interest. So I've got this, this ledge here with the water falling off it, and these leaves in the foreground, because there's absolutely not a breath of wind. There's no movement in the leaves, which means that I can shoot a reasonably long shutter speed, 0.4 of a second in this instance, and still get some nice sharpness in the leaves. The only problem with it is it's just a little bit unbalanced. Everything feels like it's coming from the right. I wish, what would have been nice is if somehow the branch should have been coming in from the left-hand side, and that would have created a couple of very nice complementing diagonals, whereas here they're kind of, the diagonal lines are kind of conflicting with each other, so it results in a bit of an unbalanced image. But this tree's not going to be here, well, with these leaves on for long, so this is a bit of a unique shot here, so I thought, why not give it a go. Okay, so I'm done from this bit, but I've just seen a couple get access to the top shelf from what looks like another track down. So I might head back up, retrace my steps to see if I can loop round. There's another photographer here, he's just heaved himself up onto the ledge, but I don't think I'm capable of that, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm gonna go and see if I can work out the way down they came, and I might go back to the car, change out of my wellies into a pair of walking boots to give me a little bit more grip, and then see if I can access it. We'll have a look anyway. So that's pretty busy down there, pretty hectic. It was like every time I was like, right, it's quiet, I'll get my drone out and fly it. And every time I went to fly it, someone else turned up. So in the end, there was a family who came down to have a little sit on a little carpet further down, carpet, rug, whatever, you know what I mean, further down. So I just said to them, do you mind if I fly my drone? And they were like, no, go for it. And then by the time it was up in the air, there were already people around. So yeah, so it was busy, still busy now. There's a lot of people everywhere. So met another, well, bumped into or saw another photographer. He's managed to pull himself up onto the top level, just something I'm not prepared to go for, and there's a track down, but I'm not doing it. Anyway, need to decide now what to do next, whether to find somewhere else to go or to go home. I'll let you know shortly. Okay, so it's almost 2 o'clock, which by my reckoning is 30 hours down and 6 hours to go. And I'm going home. Oh. So I set off today, or yesterday, with the plan of shooting a waterfall, a mountain, a lake, some woodland, some seascape, maybe a bit of dereliction and wildlife. I've ended up shooting 2 waterfalls and a woodland. But it's been an adventure, and that's what it's all about. It's been a bit of fun. It's been taxing at times. It's been wearing. It's been tiring. It's been frustrating. But it's also been good fun. And it's taught me some important lessons. Like drink more, plan better, and don't go back to the Lake District. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really, really hope that you've enjoyed this video and the series of videos actually. Wheel spin. And I'll see you next time. And I'm sweating, look at the state of me, man. I bet like a right mess.